Welcome to the 2021 Open edX conference. Let me start with a moment of appreciation for our gold sponsor, OpenCraft. Thank you, OpenCraft, for being a gold sponsor of our Open edX conference. The last year has been one of the craziest years of our generation. The whole world came to a standstill because of the pandemic, and everything completely changed. In today's discussion, the next few minutes, I'm going to spend some time talking about three big shifts that we have seen in education during these crazy times. As a result of these three big shifts in education, the work that we're all doing as part of edX, Open edX, and the broader online community has come to the forefront of education. And edX has become the movement for the moment. Let me talk about these three big shifts that I see. First, there's been a big shift to online learning. At edX, in March of last year, when we saw the whole world being taken over by COVID-19, there was a huge upsurge in people coming to and looking for online learning. At edX, as an example, in the week of April, the first week of April, we saw a 10x increase in the number of registered learners coming to edX compared to just a month before. In 2019, we saw about 5 million learners, and we added that many new learners on edX in the month of April alone. So in 1 month of April, we added as many learners on edX as all of 2019. So just a huge upsurge in interest in online learning. And because of this huge upsurge in interest, our platform has expanded tremendously. Today, we have over 38 million learners learning on our platform. We've grown to 165 institutional partners who are offering courses and programs on edX. Last year, we also launched microbachelor's programs, a new modular credential for 21st century short program, stackable learning. And of course, I don't have to remind you all that the edX platform itself, our own learning platform, is also powered by Open edX. As the learners came to edX, we conducted a survey of the learners last year as to what they were looking for. And not surprisingly, what we found was that the reason that the learners were coming to edX and learning in such large numbers continued along the same trends of their interests from previous years. So for example, about 38% were looking to learn something new. This time around, they had some more time on their hands, and so they were looking to explore more. But 25% of learners were looking to upskill in their current job, and 16% of students were looking to replace their college or school learning. 11% were furloughed or unemployed and looking to upskill and earn credentials so that they came out stronger after the pandemic. So that was one shift, major shift to online learning. The second big shift that we saw was in campus learning, where all campuses around the world went from 0% online learning to 100% online learning in March of last year. If you look at this chart, the green curve looks like an inverted pan. It shows the online learning adoption across universities around the world. It's my artistic projection into the future. We are projecting that in the future, because of the pandemic and the huge shift to online learning, universities and colleges will move to much more of a blended learning model, which will become the new normal for the future. If you follow the inverted pan curve, the green curve here, we went from 0% online to 100% online in March of last year. And then you come to the base, the heating surface of the pan, of the inverted pan, and you notice that it's at 100%. And throughout COVID, all of the learning in campuses has been largely online. Now, hopefully starting in the fall of this year or soon thereafter, the world will try to go back to normal as vaccines come out and people are able to go back to living more normally than before. But we will never go back to zero online. I predict that we will move to a new normal that is going to be about 50% online, 50% in person or thereabouts. That will be a new normal for learning on campuses. edX also launched edX Online Campus, which is a online platform for registered students at universities to be able to learn on edX. And we've also launched edX Online Campus Essentials completely for free, where any university or college around the world can enroll all their students completely for free for our Essentials catalog on edX. And finally, the third shift. This was very surprising, actually. We saw a big shift to soft skills. So in 2019, we had conducted a study of what were the top 15 courses taken by corporations and enterprises on edX. And not surprisingly, we saw courses on tech skills, computer science, data science, machine learning, and business. However, when we looked at the top 15 courses during the pandemic, these top 15 courses, of course, included a lot of the tech skills, but now they added some key soft skills like leadership, communications, and emotional intelligence. So a shift to more of the human skills as people were working through the pandemic. In the future, we know that remote work is here to stay. All businesses are going to go into some kind of blended models where there'll be some remote, some in-person work. And similarly, learning and training will go into that model as well, where it be blended, involving both in-person and online. And continuous upskilling and reskilling for the future of work will be a part of our lives as we move ahead. This is the moment for our movement, and it's up to us to seize it and try to get the world to a better place. Thank you.